Hello, welcome to another video. It's been a very, very long time since the last one, like months and months and months. I apologize, not that I don't know that many people really care, but yeah, I'm here for an update on the situation and what's been happening. EVO is still here, just chilling in the garage. And yeah, I have actually been back in Australia. So for all of February, I was finally able to go back home after a very, very long time. It's almost been almost 4 years since I had been home. So that was a bit rough. That was due to COVID and everything else. But finally, me and the fam went back to Australia, had an awesome time back there. I miss it already. Obviously, I'm back in Norway now. Yes, but whilst I was there, I went to a skid pan day with some of my good friends, and I might show you a bit of video of that right now. Hello, welcome to a new video. I'm in Australia, I'm home. Look at the weather today. And what's even better, today I'm at a skid pan day, just outside of Brisbane. So we've got a few cars lined up here. I came here with a few mates. See the two MX-5s over there. I came with my buddy Lachlan and Paul and a few other guys. And yeah, having heaps of fun. So basically I'm driving that new Supra. And all the rest of the guys are driving their own cars. So I'm having heaps of fun. It's not the easiest. You can see the skid pan here. It's kind of a mixture of water and diesel, what they put down on the track. So it creates a little bit of a slippery surface. And the Supra is not the easiest to control. It's very much like walking on a tightrope of steering input and throttle input. Because it is very, very slippery. Some parts are slippery, some parts are not. So it takes a bit of practice, but it's a lot of fun. I'm super happy to be back in Australia, first of all, and just be doing this, hanging out with my buddies, just chilling and sliding some cars again. So I'll try and get some video in the Supra. I'm about to go out very soon. But in the meantime, let's film a few of the other cars. There's an S15 here. There's like an old Hilux. There's the MX-5s. So yeah, not as many cars as I was expecting, to be honest, but still such an awesome day. Smile on my face. It's good to be just nice in a t-shirt and shorts again. So let's check it out. Okay, so I'm going to take my friend Paul's MX-5 Turbo out. A little beast that this is. It's very interesting being back in an MX-5 again. It's small. There's not a whole lot of room here. This steering wheel hits my legs. This is going to be interesting. And I don't think I can adjust the steering wheel either. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, this thing has a little bit of power because it is turbo. So it's going to be interesting, a bit different to the Supra, which I've already driven. So let's see how this thing goes. But it's going to be fun, especially that it's a manual rather than the Toyota, the Supra being auto. So yeah, very, short wheelbase, slippery track. I don't think it's going to be that easy to get this thing to do a controlled slide, but let's do it. Oh no! Yeah, so that was rad. That was super fun. It was like just south of Brisbane at Mount Cotton. It was kind of an RACQ training thing. Got to drive a new Supra, got to drive my friend's Mazda MX-5. They weren't too happy about when I drove the MX-5. I was a bit too crazy with the throttle. It was making a bit too much noise for them, but all in good fun. It was so good. To be honest, the MX-5s are probably more fun to drive than the new Supra. But yeah, I just prefer the old school manual gearbox, a clutch. You know what I mean. Anyway, back to this old girl. Yeah, we got another car on jack stands again. And yeah, so the last time I showed you, I had the car at the Norwegian Traffic Authority to try and get the car approved. I'll give you one guess. Did it get approved?
How about no?
No, that's a negative. So, after almost 9 weeks of waiting, which was insane, I don't understand it. I was super pissed off. That I mean, last time when I was there with the Subaru, that was like fine. I was there with Zafiro. They're able to give me answers on the day. This time it took me 9 weeks to get a reply. So the guy that was there just basically took photos and just made a report and then sent it off to someone else. And then they sent it to someone else, and they sent it to someone else. So it went through like every single hand at the traffic authority to, have their say on things. So obviously they're going to be negative about stuff. But anyway, I get this in my email thing. It's all in Norwegian. You Norwegians will understand it. It basically says that the car is not allowed, it is not approved. The exhaust, which I kind of knew would be a problem. I tried my best, but yeah, they don't like it. What are they saying here? They want, like, I can maybe get the exhaust approved, but they want me to have it like sound tested and have it CO2 test on it as well. I might do that. I don't know if I can be bothered. I actually do have a standard exhaust here for it now, but I don't have a standard cat converter. If you know what's up, you know that cat converters are not cheap. The ones I've seen for this car go for like, I don't know, I'm looking on Yahoo auctions all the time, and they can go from anywhere from about 500 Australian dollars to about 1,000 Australian dollars, depending on the condition, for a cat converter. I can't justify that. I know some other people here with EVOs, they say that I can borrow theirs for the showing, so maybe I'll do that. I don't know. The other thing that's not approved is the motor. They want to make sure that it is standard. Let's go have a look at it, because if you remember when I bought the car, it was not standard, and I spent a lot of time and money making it look stock and standard. Yeah, okay, there's some obvious things like the filter and the intercooler plumbing. And the intercooler's not the standard one, but like, who cares? Does it really make a huge difference? Is it really bothering anyone? Yes, apparently. They want me to prove the injectors are standard, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, to solve that issue, I guess I've been told I can take it to Mitsubishi, get them to write a report on things, saying what's standard, what's not, and then I'll probably have to get like a dyno readout of the car proving it's the stock power level. Ridiculous. To be honest, I'm pretty over it. Like, I'm not in any rush anymore. I don't know, I'm so sick of dealing with these guys and they're like, come on, look at the car. Like, it's just pretty much a stock EVO. Like, yeah, okay, it's got an exhaust and it's got an intercooler. Who gives a shit? But anyway, they want to make things hard for me, so whatever. I just don't have the time, or I guess a little bit low in motivation as well to deal with all that. Yeah, as I said, I'm not that keen to get it done anyway. The car's here, it's in my possession. I'm happy just to keep working and fixing things on it. Fixing things when there's nothing really wrong with it. Anyway, the car has been good, kind of. I went to start it the other day and it didn't start for some reason. It was like the battery was dead, even though it's been on the charger. I put the battery back on the charger and I tried to start it and it started straight away. So I'll start it up for you so we can see. Hopefully it'll start. Clutch in. Yeah, so after the car's been sitting here for quite a few months, she runs perfectly, runs like a dream, so that's good. There's no leaks or anything either, so super stoked with that. So it's not going anywhere though, and I'll show you that next. Yeah, so basically, as I said, because I'm not going to be getting it on the road anytime soon, I want to do a bit more work on the car and give it basically a full refresh. The engine bay is looking good, it's nice and clean, but underneath of the car is, it's not bad, there's no rust or anything. Well, there's a few tiny rust spots in the back. But what I want to do is I want to, well, if you remember, I did the whole front. All the suspension arms in the front have been powder coated. All the bolts have been replaced as well. Everything's been painted, looking fresh. I want to do the same in the rear. So, the next job we're going to do, which is not going to be easy, is I want to drop the whole rear subframe, the whole rear diff, and I want to do all new bushings and all new ball joints, which I have. New hard race ball joints ready to go in. The great thing is with an EVO is you actually have 3 ball joints in the rear here, so it's not cheap to replace. And you can't get OEM ones, you have to buy the whole arm to get the ball joint. So that's why I have the hard race ones. And then I also have all new white line bushings for the rear, all the rear control arms. When we went to do the wheel alignment, we couldn't adjust the camber bolts on the passenger side because it was seized. So I need to get new bolts, new camber and caster adjustment bolts. And I'm probably going to replace a few other bolts in here as well. We'll find out when I go to remove them which ones are stuffed or which are not. And then I want to go to braided lines for the AOIC, but then I also really would love to go an RS diff, but they are so expensive. But that's the dream. But all this, all these brackets and everything here, powder coat them, powder coat the arms, make it all look nice and new. And the other thing I'm going to do is a full underbody restoration. Oh, there's just stuff everywhere. So I've got a new full underbody restoration kit from SR Autosource. If you know the work that those guys do, it's like epic. They do a lot of GTRs, Skylines, etc. I got a kit from them all the way from England. I am going to strip back the whole underbody and give it a full refresh. Eek! Massive job, considering it's on jack stands. And I'm going to be doing it in this garage, but why not? It's not going anywhere. If you look up in here, where is the light? I kind of repainted underneath here and it lasted one trip. and it just looked like crap again. So I'm going to remove all this and I'm going to redo it all properly this time. It sucks to do things twice, but that's the way it is. So the car is going to be amazing. I'm going to replace a lot of other things as well. So that is the journey for 2023. Come along with me. It's going to be stressful and expensive and probably stupid. But that's the choice that I make. So yeah. Anyway, stay with me. Remember coloring books? I'll show you something. Welcome to my house. I just got more coloring books. This is one box. There's plenty more boxes. All printed right here in Norway. Oh, dude, you know what? I actually updated these, so I'm going to show you. Basically, there's a few things I didn't like in this original one. It was these like design your own livery pages. I just thought it looked kind of just, I don't know, just kind of cheap and ugly. So I took them out and I replaced them with new cars. So the original coloring book has been updated. There you go. That's one of the new cars in the book. I added an EVO 2. And there we go. There's R33 GTR in there as well. Yeah. So there's quite a few new cars in there. Oh yeah, RS Liberty as well. All right. Thank you for watching. That is the plan for this year. Come and join me for the ride. See you in the next episode. Bye.